As we know, Jane Austen had a gift for conjuring up some memorable fictional figures in her books. Now Claire McCollum introduces us to a real-life character who has a remarkable story to tell.
After the Second World War, high society was getting back into the swing of things, with debutantes presented to the King. One of them was Shirley Leach, a young lady with a privileged life.
We used to go around in what we call a gang. I was always getting ideas. Let's go off to Switzerland, which was quite dashing. I had a wonderful young life, a very glamorous life, and I loved dancing.
Shirley was due to marry the love of her life, Jeremy, and even picked the names of 10 children she planned, until she chose another path.
I wrote to Jeremy, I'm going to be a nun. And in saying that, it was as if that had been in the mind of God for all eternity. And he said, if it's between me and God, it's obvious who's going to win.
After taking her vows in 1952, Shirley became Sister Agatha, and for over 40 years has been an ever-present figure at Bar Convent in York. And there's now a book about her experiences, A Nun's Story. When Jeremy left you off, you were saying goodbye to that great love you had for him. Was the love that you had for God stronger, would you say?
No, it grew, I suppose, is the answer. It was a gradual losing of one life and learning another way of loving.
Having once lived the life of luxury,
this is my bedroom.
I was curious to see Sister Agatha's quarters at the convent.
It's lovely. It's when I will say it's my office too.
I'm guessing it wasn't like this when you first became a nun, your room.
Oh Lord, no, it was called a cell in those days. I had a bed, quite hard bed, and then there was a screen, and there was a person on the other side of the screen, and then you went out and you filled your jug, and when it was very cold, the water in one's basin was frozen in the morning. It was a totally different way of life.
The sisters no longer wear a habit, and the convent, originally a girls' school dating back to 1686, has adapted to changing times with an interactive exhibition. Despite being in her 80s, Sister Agatha takes on the responsibility of looking after the elderly nuns with the help of 30 volunteers.
Together we all care for the sisters who need day and night nursing. I think I'm the only one who doesn't need day or night nursing.
You provide all that.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Knowing what you have experienced throughout life, you're now 85.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets
Oh, no,
about making that decision?
No time for regrets, no. For me, there was never any doubt.
We love to bring you a variety of music on Songs of Praise, and our next performance comes from a man with an incredible voice, opera singer Noah Stewart, and it's a song to lift the spirits.
Great day, the righteous marching, great day. God's gonna build up Zion's walls, oh great day. Great day, the righteous marching, great day. God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Chariot rode on the mountain top. God's gonna build up Zion's walls. God, he spoke and the chariots stopped. God's gonna build up Zion's walls. This the day of Jubilee. God's gonna build up Zion's walls. God then set his people free. God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Great day, the righteous marching, great day. God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Take my breastplate, sword in hand. March out boldly through the land. What the cowards in my hand. Each must be a good, brave man. Great day, the righteous marching, great day. God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Great day, the righteous marching, great day. God's gonna build up Zion's walls.
Well, not everyone's blessed with a voice like Noah Stewart, but that doesn't stop people of all faiths and none experiencing the power of music. Josie Darby went to meet one choir who say singing has completely changed their lives.
People join choirs for all sorts of reasons, maybe to learn new music or perhaps to meet new people. But for this group of singers, it's an opportunity to support each other in an even more profound way.
The members of Rising Voices are either recovering addicts or closely connected to someone who is, and they rehearse every week in a local church.
I set it up because I'd been working in drug treatment for 5-6 years doing group work therapy, so talking to people about addiction and recovery, and I just really wanted to do something different.
On your roller coaster,
You don't need to be musically experienced to join the choir. It's really about people coming together. So many people have the story of I was told that I couldn't sing. It's almost like saying I can't walk. But to just start to walk again, metaphorically with your voice, I think, again, really instills a lot of hope that anything's possible.
While the choir isn't faith-based, several members are Christians, like Tony, who as a young man fell away from church-going and into drug addiction.
It was such a terrible thing, such a one-way street that I thought I would never get out. And I went into prison, and it was there that I found faith in God by going to the church chaplain and talking about it and trying to find my way back into life.
And Chris has been in the choir since it began.
The rebellious attitude of the 80s, I went on the road and then ended up messed up on drink and drugs, and now I'm living in Bristol, found a higher power which ended up as Christianity, and I joined the choir and living in a Christian community.
Chris and Tony are telling me how the choir has helped them.
When you've been in addiction a long time, you are very isolated, you haven't got any true friends left really. And then so it's good to build. I wouldn't say I'm a good singer either, but I'm accepted.
Oh, I'll be the judge of that.
Never, 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 oh never.
I feel secure in that environment, I'm comfortable with the people, we're just one family when we're together, and that's so special.
I get a lot of feeling of recovery from the songs, even though they might not be written that way.
Yeah. It's a healing.
Yeah.
When we get that, we get to let that out through song.
I'm gonna find heaven.
Recovery choir is one of those good parts of my life which keeps my recovery going.